Hi, Brian Penner. I'm here in Ganawagi with Chief Harry Rice. Thank you so much, Harry, for having me today in your home. How are you? No, let me say in Mohawk, Gwe.
Where?
And how do we spell that for our viewers?
KWE would I guess it would be an accent aigu or an accent
Accent
grave.
grave,
One
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, and so Gwe meaning hello. Thank you so much for having me here in your home. It is really a privilege. Where are we right now for people to, can you tell us a little bit about your community, please, Harry?
Yeah, well, like you said, we're at my home. We're in Ganawagi, which is just off the south shore of Montreal. If you travel from Montreal onto the Mercier Bridge, you're essentially in Ganawagi. Until you come to another community, Dawson or Chateauguay. Ganawagi is probably about 8,000 strong. We're approximately 8 by 8 miles, land-based wise, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're welcome. Welcome to my home.
Thank you. Now, you're part of the Mohawk First Nations. In our talks today, you educated me how there are 3 tribes. What are the names of the tribes, please?
Yeah, part of the Mohawk Nation, there's 3 sister communities. There's Ganawagi, obviously, we're here in the South Shore of Montreal. There's Aguazasne, that's just down the river, so to speak, just outside of Cornwall, on the south side of Cornwall. And there's Ganasadage, which is famous for the Oka crisis. It's right next to Oka.
Okay. Now, can you tell me a little bit about you growing up as a youth in this community? What can you tell us?
I was your everyday average kid running around the neighborhood with a love for sport. So I guess you would consider me a jock, so to speak. But I didn't carry that jock mentality. I was just Harry. I just ran. I played baseball. I played lacrosse. I played hockey, football, whatever sport you threw in front of me. I adapted to it, and myself and my friends growing up, we excelled at a lot of the sports. Canoeing was one of my favorites. So growing up, I practically lived on the water in the summertime. When I wasn't playing baseball or lacrosse, or I was on the water. So I was your, maybe not average kid walking around the neighborhood, but I certainly like to think I was.
Now, Harry, you're wearing an orange shirt today. What does that orange shirt symbolize?
I wear this shirt for my dad. He is a residential school survivor. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if he didn't survive. If he never made it home. But it shows it's a sign of solidarity.
Okay.
It's a sign of unity, where if I just wore an orange shirt if I was the only one person to wear an orange shirt day on this holiday that's coming up, if I was the only one to do it, nobody would bat an eye.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a nation of people doing it, it's a strong statement.
Okay. So now, Harry, we have the federal government comes forward and creates a new holiday called September 30th, a day for reconciliation to remember the people that were Indigenous people that were forced to go to these residential schools, some who didn't come back. When I looked at the word in the dictionary, Harry, of reconciliation, it means to restore to friendly relations. When you and I were talking today, you were talking to me about, for you to reconcile, this has to do with the heart. Can you share a little bit of that?
Yeah, reconciliation, it's kind of like, speaking to most First Nations people, reconciliation is a bad word. Automatically they jump to the relations between the First Nations and the government, or the First Nations and the neighboring communities. That's not what it's about. I believe in my heart that reconciliation comes from the heart. if you're able to reconcile with a neighbor who's done you wrong, whatever. It could be a minuscule thing, or they could have stole your lawnmower. If they come back to you and say, look, I'm sorry I did this to you, I'm sorry these words came out of my mouth, I'm sorry I did this action that hurt you, and if you have it in yourself to forgive them, not forget, but if you have it in your heart to forgive them, you're on the right road to reconciliation. And I really, really believe that resonated with me. That was some of the words that I heard Grandpa speak about in the times that I was with him, and that really resonated with me. That it's not necessarily the relationship that you're looking to achieve, and the or actually it is the relationship that you're looking to achieve, but not necessarily on a political aspect or a government aspect. It could be me and you. You could have done me wrong 5 years ago, but if I found out that at that time you were on the wrong path, I didn't know that back then, so I didn't want to forgive you back then. But now I know what you've been dealing with or going through.
So now, Harry, from again, as a citizen, I'm a Canadian, born here in Quebec, and reading and hearing about this ancestry and these atrocities, I'm thinking that citizens, not just government in this country, but we need to, whether you're a student, teenager, young adults, we need to educate ourselves. We need to care about this. We need to learn about this. What are your thoughts about that?
I'd say you're spot on. You nailed that last nail in the coffin.
Okay.
It's educating yourself on the situations that are at hand, whether it be political or personal. Your relationship with, and I'm not just talking about First Nations, but I'm talking about in general. There's all types of reconciliation, and it doesn't have to be First Nations, non-First Nations. It could be, like I said,
two kids in the schoolyard who had a disagreement, right?
But they're cousins.
Yeah.
They're not going to act like that at the supper table.
Yeah, I hear you. Harry, what is it, having students, staff from Riverside schools, or just citizens and from the community on September 30th wearing an orange shirt, maybe walking, watching this video, reading, researching, educating? How does that make you feel to know that people are going to be doing that?
I welcome it. I wholeheartedly welcome it. That's symbolic, very symbolic for people outside of First Nations communities to embrace that. It's welcomed. I believe it's welcomed. It's welcomed by me. I encourage everybody to participate.
Harry, I want to thank you for letting me to walk with you, to listen, to let you educate me and the others, that we get educated, that we learn about these atrocities, about this history here in this country where we live, so that we don't allow it to ever happen again.
Yeah.
So, and like your grandfather in 2013, who organized that amazing walk, and you were there with your son, I hope that we do him proud, that you and I today are here.
Yeah.
And that as we transmit this video to the schools and the students and the staff and the community, we continue that walk. Mm-hmm. And as he had said, to bring Aboriginal, non-Aboriginal people together and to go forward as human beings.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much.
Like I said about my dad, I have no ill feelings toward him whatsoever. Yeah. I know he loved us to the best of his ability. Yeah. And knowing what I know now, me growing up as an adolescent and then an adult and obviously a father and now I'm a grandfather. Wow. I'm trying to change. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the best I can to
do better.
To do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all want to as human beings, don't we?
And that's that's a testimonial to my dad,
Yeah,
because he wanted to
he'd
do
be
better.
proud.
He would be very proud.
Yeah. As we say in Mohawk, correct me if I pronounce it wrong, Nyawan,
Now,
Nyawa, meaning thank you
now
for your
go on.
time.
Yeah.
And to you and the First Nation Mohawk people, we will not forget. Thank you.
Thank you.